Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Learn to Sew with Noni and I'm your friend Noni. Today I bring us an exciting tutorial on how to make a shoulder bustier or a straight bustier. Okay, so please, if this is your first time on my channel, please, you're welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to our channel. Please try to subscribe and also try to hit on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. And to my existing subscribers, thank you so much. You guys rock. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so just so that we don't waste too much time on this, I already have drafted my basic bodice block. Okay, so this is the shoulder line, then this is the chest line. I don't want to have too many markings. This is the bust point, the under bust, and the half length. Because I've taken the shoulder measurement, my neckline, and if you notice, I have not done my shoulder slope. And like I said, this is a shoulder bustier. Okay, a shoulder bustier or a straight bustier, because it's not a princess that comes from the armhole. This that is going to come from the shoulder. It's mostly the type of that you see in your normal regular padded blouses. Okay, so I have done a very detailed tutorial on how to make the princess that bustier. So if you're interested in that, please check through my channel, or I'll also drop the link in the description box below. Okay, so having drafted my basic bodies, and I'm working with a size 12, that's bust 40 and waist 34. All right, so now the next thing to do after marking out my basic bodies is to impute my bust span. And the bust span is the nipple to nipple measurement. That's the distance from one nipple to the other, so you need to get that accurately. So for this person, the bust span is 7 inches divided by 2 gives us 3.5. But we're needing an extra half-inch seam allowance to join the pattern together, so that would give us 4 inches. So on the bust point here, I am marking 4 inches. That is for that line. Now on the under bust, if you've watched the princess that video, whatever we have on the bust point, we take away half inch from that and mark it on the under bust. So since I have 4 inches on my bust point, I'm going to be having 3.5 inches on my under bust. Okay, so whatever I have on the under bust is also what you have on the half length. So I have 3.5 inches here. I'll go over that again. Whatever you have as your bust point, take away half inch from there, mark it on your under bust and on your waistline. So I'm just going to connect the lines. Okay, so this is just for this part of the dart. Now I'm coming to the shoulder line. Now remember, we haven't done our shoulder slope. Okay, so I'm going to measure what I have as the measurement from the neck width to the shoulder measurement. Now I used a neck width of 3 inches and the depth is also 3 inches. So you can do whatever you want. You could do a neck width of 4, 4.5, 3.5, whatever you want. So but whatever it is you have as your neck width, you're going to be measuring from the neck width to the shoulder, and I have 4 inches. Okay, so you're going to mark half of that. Okay, so this is 4 inches and half of 4 inches is 2 inches. Okay, so I'm just going to connect this point, this half of my shoulder, to the bust point. Okay, so now we will take our dart. So on the shoulder line, I'm going to go in by this side of the shoulder by 1 inch, then at this point I'm going to come in by half inch. This is 1 inch, this is half inch. I'm taking a dart of 1.5 inches on the hole. Note that it means that I will also replace that immediately so that I don't forget it. Okay, you want to do this immediately. So remember, we're taking a dart of 1.5 inches. I'm going to replace it immediately. Okay, So if you also notice I've not done my armhole, it is because of the alterations we're going to be making, or we're making already on the shoulder line. All right, so this is the extension. Now let's get to the bustier shape. I'm introducing us to something I call the underbust curve, and it's the measurements I use for different measurements to derive your underbust curve. Okay, so for bust 32 to 35, I use 1.5 inches. From bust 36 to 41, I use 2 inches. From bust 42 to 45, I use 2.5. From bust 46 to 50, I use 3 inches. 50 and above, I use about 3.5 for the bust curve. So because we're working with bust 40, so our underbust curve falls between 36 to 41. So we're using 2 inches. Our bust measurement is 40. So it falls between 36 to 41. So I'm using 2 inches for my underbust curve. Okay. So it means on the underbust, I'm going to be measuring 2 inches. I'm going to be marking 2 inches. Now remember that whatever you have on your underbust is also what you have on the half length. So I am also making that 2 inches mark at the half length. Now it's time to take in shaping the darts. Okay, so on the bust point, I like to come up by 1 inch, just so that I don't, have a very sharp point. So I'm connecting to the dart point on the shoulder line. Then I also use my curve ruler to connect to the under bust. Okay, so I'm just doing this so that I don't have a sharp point. You can see at this point it's not sharp. Okay, but you could also take it directly from your bust point. It's almost the same thing, you can see. Then take this one in. So it's almost the same thing. Just then also connect this back. Okay, so for this part, okay, so it means this is going this way and this way. Now most times I like to ignore this. I'm only putting this on the table just so that you know. Okay, so most times I like to ignore this. Just mark half of my shoulder width, then come in by 1 inch and connect. Then use this line to make up for this. Okay, so whichever one you prefer. So this is just the shoulder bustier, the straight dart bustier. Okay, so remember we took a dart of 1.5 inches. So I could decide to forget about this dart line and focus on this one. Okay, then use the middle line as a standard border. I'm just laying the options on the table so that you know that you're at liberty to choose what you want. It's not going to affect the outcome of your bustier once you have your accurate bust shape. Okay, so remember 1.5 inches. So it means this is my new shoulder line. So I'm going to measure what I have from here. I have 8.75, so I'll mark 8.75 here just so that I get a straight line and make sure my armhole is properly drafted. So now I can do my shoulder slope here. Okay, now I can do my shoulder slope here. So this is my neck width. Okay, then I measure what I have left from my armhole, come in by 1/2 inch, regular basic bodies. Okay, so this is our armhole. Now we're going to be doing the dart replacement. Okay, remember we've taken a dart of 2 inches here. So on the shoulder we've already replaced the dart, so we'll come to this point to replace that. So I took a dart of 2 inches here, so I'll just replace the 2 inches here. Okay, so now by the time we cut out this dart, we need 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here to join the patterns together, and that will be 1 inch. So I'll be adding that 1 inch. Okay, so here the dart I have here, I'm also going to measure it. It's just about 1/2 inch, so I would replace it here. This is 1/2 inch. Okay, so around this place I also like to measure whatever dart I have here. It's going to help me not have a tight armhole. So here I have 1 inch, okay, as the dart from here to here. Okay, I have 1 inch, so I'm just going to mark 1 inch here. Take note of this 1 inch. Okay, so I've replaced the dart here, so I'm adding the 1 inch we would use to join the shoulder, the sides together. Okay, and this is it. Okay, then remember your normal seam allowance. So for this I'm just going to be using 1 inch. Okay, you could use 1.5 or 2 inches as you so desire. Okay, so I'll be redrafting my armhole now. Okay, now also at the shoulder, remember that by the time you cut this out, you'll be also needing 1 inch to join it together. By the time you cut out the dart, you also need 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here to sew it. So that is an extra 1 inch. Okay, so increase the shoulder slope to that point. Okay, so you can see the new armhole. Okay, so when you're done, you can see that everything would match up. By the time you're done cutting and sewing, everything would match up. Okay, now even if you have an excess, it is better and you'll be able to trim them out, but I guarantee you that you wouldn't have an excess. So after this, remember we're going to be joining the shoulder by 1/2 inch. Okay, so it also means you're going to be adding 1/2 inch to the shoulder. Okay, I really wish I have another color of pen just so that I'll differentiate the markings. Okay, the pattern is already very rough. So this is your seam allowance to join the shoulder, and it's pretty easy. We are done. Okay, so I'm just going to cut through the armhole first. Okay, so you remember that your neck width and your neck depth is as you desire. Okay, so it's time to cut out the dart. So all of these parts, all these shaded parts are the dart areas. Okay, the shaded part is the dart area, so we'll cut it out. Okay. Okay, so you have your bustier shape. Okay, so here you're not having a very pointy bust shape that would give you funny pointy edges. Okay, so by the time you join this, let's check. Okay, our shoulder measurement was 7. Okay, was 7. Remember, we've already taken out 3 inches for our neck depth. So we have 7 minus 3 is 4. So I just want to join them together so that we'll see that we are on the right track. So from here to here, I have 4 inches here already. Then remember, then from here to here is an extra 1 inch, and that is the 1 inch we're using to join half inch here, half inch here. So you see that your pattern is in order. Okay, so by the time you're done, you wouldn't be having any shortages. Okay, this is your armhole. All right, so that is it on how to draft your shoulder bustier blouse, your padded blouse. Okay, so you can go ahead and pad this. Okay, and it's going to give you a very nice fitting. All right, so till I come your way next time, my name is Nani. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe to our channel. God bless you. Stay safe. Bye.